Good evening and welcome to Counterpoint with your host Ken Laffler. And tonight's guest is Mr. Dwight Dawson, and we're here at the Paris Skydiving Facility, which features indoor skydiving. We hope you find this program informative and interesting, and thank you for viewing. All right, here we are at the skydive. What is this? Indoor skydiving. This is Mr.
Golly, what the hell is that?
This is Dwight Dawson and Ken Laffler.
Yeah, and this is a documentary. Yeah.
Yes, it is.
What's up, documentary?
We're in Paris, California. And the
Beautiful, Paris, California. First prize 1 week in Paris. Second prize 2 weeks in Paris. Third prize your very own mobile home in Paris.
Whoa, that's scary. So, yeah, this is indoor
So at the
skydiving.
bottom there, you notice that the fence is about 1 story worth of height, and then the second story worth of height of the structure would be that bottom part of the Venturi, and then it goes through the building there. So the air is being drawn up from the bottom and pulled through the Venturi by the big, giant, massive electric fans up at the top, just below the blue halo of lights, which I don't think is quite on your screen there.
Let me see. There it is.
There you go. Now we're
Alright.
seeing the full height of this this beast.
Amazing.
It's 5 big, giant fans that move lots and lots of air, and they are noisy.
Now I was here that one day. It was really hard to talk over.
Hey man, speak up. This is a documentary, man. You have to enunciate and stuff.
I was here and I could hardly speak over it.
Oh yeah,
So
when it's
loud.
running, when it's got all 5 fans, which it doesn't need all 5 to support 1 or 2 people, but if you fill it up with people in there, which is like 4, maybe 5, and then it needs all those fans sucking, and it can support the weight of 4 or more people just by the induction of the air.
Did you ever see that movie Drop Zone with Wesley Snipes? Yeah.
About 450 times.
They had that one scene where he's like on top of that thing, where he's like kind of learning to parachute. Is that what that was?
What's that? Yeah, there was in the movie Drop Zone. Yeah, there was one that was like an outdoor one. Those were dangerous, black death. There's nothing to support you. You're on a column of air, and you can be flung anywhere.
Do they have like padding in there in case you like fall or?
Huh?
Do you have any padding you can fall on or anything like that?
In the one that was shown in the movie, there was just the slightest amount of padding around the outer edges, but you can get tossed off to the side. So this one is fully enclosed with big plexiglass windows so everybody can watch.
Oh. I have to check that out.
The security guard just texted me, and they asked if that's me. Telling them my WFO friend is asking.
Is that him over there driving around?
Yeah.
Hey.
Asking too many questions.
Yes. Classified.
So I'm here to describe it in person for you.
There you go. Indoor skydiving. There's the Venturi. Right there. Looks like a rocket engine.
It's except the air is going up and in there. That's the intake at the bottom there.
The air is being sucked up in.
And then the air is pulled through the Venturi, which the shape of that puts a large volume of air and compacts it into a smaller volume, which
compresses
that
it.
Column of air going through the center of it has what you might call a sweet spot, a spot where there's maximum amounts of lift.
So it's like suction. They're using suction then to lift you. Okay.
What?
They're using.
Speak up. We're doing it. This is a documentary, man.
Documentary. They're using suction to lift the body.
Yeah. That's what those big giant. There's 5 big giant industrial sized.
Those big vents up
50 amp big giant fans that are sucking air upward and blowing it out off into the sides from that thing.
Wow.
And
how much it costs to go to this place?
Well, your first visit costs you about a week's pay, and then costs you half your disposable income for the rest of your life. Be careful, it's addicting.
It's an addiction.
Yeah, technically it's like an amusement park ride. When you go in there, this is not an amusement park ride. This is serious, and it is serious. And I've known people who've broken limbs on other wind tunnels. I haven't heard of this one hurting anybody because the way it's configured, there's nowhere to be. Other ones would toss you aside like those mechanical bull rides at the country bars.
I remember that.
Yeah,
Back in the day.
People were getting broken bones from those, and same sort of flinging you up. Which this one, because the whole entire room that you go into is one big column of air pulling you upward.
So that's all one big room right there, that kind of octagonal, whatever?
The flight area is big enough. It's an octagon inside that's big enough for 4 or 5 people to lay in a belly to earth fashion and fly. It's not as big. It's deceiving how big this thing is to create the little vacuum that it's creating. But
So a lot of it are suction lines going up into there.
what lines?
Lines go up in through there, or through the walls?
Oh, there's offices around it. There's changing room. There's there's the training room, stuff like that. Like there's a window right below skydiving, right by the Y&D of skydiving. See that window? There's an office there.
So do you have to take training courses before you go in that thing?
They brief you on what's going on. It's not like you have to go to a university and then do a semester. It's a brief rundown on how it works and what to do and what not to do. And then the actual flight area would be about the size of the top of that Venturi at the bottom there. Is that still on frame? No, you got the top on frame now, but
Down here?
yeah, with the magic wonders of
This section?
just right at the top of the Venturi, right yonder there. See right where it goes up into. Here, let me point so that the camera. I'm pointing at the Venturi. This is the Venturi here, and it funnels upward, and so the space would be about. So the rest of it up there is the rest of the building that you see would be spectator area, training area.
Where the blue lines are?
No, in where it says indoor skydiving, there's actually 2 stories there. And then above that it's nobody's allowed to go above that area. You take 3 flights of stairs to get up into that part. And there's also vending machines and stuff.
So they don't let you walk up in there?
No, that would be climbing up there, and that would be for maintenance personnel. The discharge is up. The discharge is in between the blue neon lights up there.
Up,
Yeah, we're
I can't reach that. Okay.
well, there's my, okay. There I am pointing where it says indoor skydiving. And that's where, inside that area is where it's all, where the activity is. The rest of it is the mechanical functioning of this incredible unit here.
How interesting. We saw those at Lockheed when I was working there.
Yeah, it would be similar to what you would use for testing aerodynamics, and it's like that, but it's made to move the air vertically instead of horizontally.
Yeah, they used to test the airframe for drag and metal fatigue.
Yeah.